Galileo Galilei, born on February 15, 1564, in Pisa, Italy, was a pioneering scientist whose contributions to astronomy and physics revolutionized our understanding of the natural world. Galileo's work laid the foundation for the scientific method and had a profound impact on the scientific revolution during the 17th century. In the early 17th century, the prevailing view of the cosmos was largely influenced by the geocentric model proposed by Ptolemy, which placed the Earth at the center of the universe. However, Galileo's observations, made possible by the invention of the telescope, challenged this traditional understanding. In 1609, Galileo heard about the invention of the telescope in the Netherlands and quickly designed his own. The telescope allowed him to observe celestial bodies with unprecedented detail. In 1610, he published his observations in Sidereus Nuncius Stari Messenger, revealing his groundbreaking discoveries. One of Galileo's most significant observations was the discovery of 4 moons orbiting Jupiter. This finding provided empirical evidence for the Copernican heliocentric model, proposed by Nicolaus Copernicus, which suggested that planets orbit the Sun. Galileo's support for the heliocentric model challenged the geocentric worldview and ignited debates within the scientific and religious communities. Galileo's telescopic observations extended to the Moon, where he identified craters and mountains, challenging the prevailing notion of the Moon's surface as smooth and perfect. He also observed phases of Venus, supporting the heliocentric model. These observations were documented in his work Dialogue Concerning the Two Chief World Systems, published in 1632. However, Galileo's advocacy for the heliocentric model brought him into conflict with the Catholic Church, which upheld the geocentric view as it was consistent with certain biblical interpretations. In 1616, the Catholic Church issued a decree declaring heliocentrism heretical. Galileo was warned not to promote it, and he complied for a time. In 1632, Galileo published Dialogue Concerning the Two Chief World Systems, which presented a fictional dialogue between proponents of the heliocentric and geocentric models. The work, seen as a defense of heliocentrism, led to a trial by the Roman Catholic Inquisition. In 1633, Galileo was charged with heresy and forced to recant his heliocentric views to avoid harsher penalties. Galileo spent the remainder of his life under house arrest. But even in confinement, he continued his scientific work. He explored topics in physics and mechanics, making notable contributions to the understanding of motion and the concept of inertia. His work laid the groundwork for Isaac Newton's later laws of motion. One of Galileo's key contributions to physics was his formulation of the law of falling bodies. He conducted experiments, rolling balls down inclined planes and observing their behavior. He concluded that all objects, regardless of their mass, fall at the same rate in the absence of air resistance. This insight challenged Aristotelian physics and set the stage for a more systematic and mathematical approach to the study of motion. Galileo's work in astronomy and physics had a lasting impact on the development of modern science. His emphasis on empirical observation, mathematical analysis, and the experimental method became foundational principles for future scientists. The scientific revolution, ignited in part by Galileo's contributions, transformed the way humanity understood the natural world. Galileo Galilei passed away on January 8, 1642. But his legacy endured. In 1992, nearly 360 years after his trial, the Catholic Church officially acknowledged its error, formally rehabilitating Galileo and acknowledging the validity of his scientific insights. Galileo's life and work embodied the tension between scientific inquiry and established beliefs, a struggle that has characterized the history of science. His courage to question prevailing dogmas and pursue empirical evidence, despite facing severe consequences, paved the way for a new era of scientific exploration and discovery. Galileo's legacy is celebrated as a testament to the power of reason and the enduring pursuit of knowledge. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.